right here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First down, Watson. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's second down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
3rd and 2, Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Complete to number 29.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, he's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Complete.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Houston.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 16, Watson buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Bishop. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. A shotgun snap for Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Brings up fourth down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll run for it. It's Taylor, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
11-yard line.
Now a run with McFarland. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Houston.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
1st and goal from the 6. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Number 85.
From 6 yards away, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
The extra point is good.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. 13. Garoppolo looks to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 76 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Chris Boswell, the kickoff.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Watson. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
And the Texans First down.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he comes back with one complete.
To number 85.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 27. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On first down, Johnson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
For the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Boswell for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Is good. Makes the score Steelers 14, Texans 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st down, it's Watson. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Number 83.
So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right? Where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
14.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 17-14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a play fake. Garoppolo going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 35.
I'm only going to be able to
into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. Big time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Bishop. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Watson. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now left side on the swing pass. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
He can run for it, and he will. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On first down. They'll start with McFarland. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Again, McFarland, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. There's just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Check. Hey, gun. Rush in. 41's got.
They'll run with McFarland. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And it's a fumble, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 0 turnovers in this game so far. The trend continues, but barely. Offense lucky that one went out of bounds.
Yeah, they're very fortunate because when a game's going along like this one and neither side has turned the ball over, sometimes that first one can really flip things to their advantage in this type of a game.
A gain of 2 brings up
the last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
54 mark. Check. Watch 54.
From the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. Third down here.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. McFarland once more. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Play action, Garoppolo. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
A 4-yard loss brings up 2nd and 14 at the 44-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter of play with the score Steelers 21, Texans 20.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
30-yard line.
On the ground, it's McFarland. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
65. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
But it's third down.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Watson. And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Hey, gun. Reset. Hey, switch 11.
On 1st down, McFarland. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
21. 21. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. I got you. He's coming. We got double up. Kill.
From the gun, this will be McFarland. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
Get him, boys.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Hey, gun. Go. Kill. Turn it up. 12, fellas. Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Brings up 3rd down.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
White.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 32-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen, because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Watson now to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers are close to finishing off this football game.